Hi, welcome to the Wheelchair Fencing Coach. In part 3 of Sabre ParaCoaching, we'll be looking at the correct action of a Sabre cut, indirect attacks, indirect ripostes, remises, point-in-line recoveries, and how to set up an aggressive defense. In this warm-up exercise, because the fencer is attacking blade first, it is easier for me to take a parry on his blade. Here I'm explaining to him that he should attack with guard forward first and then make the cut. The Sabre cut is not a slide action, it's a cut. When the action is done correctly, if I make an attempt at a parry, he can evade and make the cut. As the coach, I keep it nice and steady, and I can change whichever parry I wish to take, or I can make multiple parries. I'm always looking for a good finish with a high guard at the end. It's always good to revise the different parries and take them stage at a time. Here I've gone indirect with my attack without telling the fencer. Luckily, he spotted the action and took the second parry. And to keep him alert, sometimes I go direct, sometimes I go indirect. This is another variation of blade manipulation exercises. Starting with the same action of the guard coming forward, but this time cutting under my wrist. As the coach, I change my line of attack. On this exercise, the fencer decides on which action he is going to make. After practicing these actions of attacks, one of the things I like to do is to execute it on an on-guard pre-alley. On the alley, the fencer must decide which action he is going to take and fully commit to it. On the alley, without telling the fencer, I try and take a parry or a multiple parry. I'll move my body or not. He has to look to see how to make the attack. Reminding the fencer of the 4 different attack actions that he has, and then executing them on the on-guard pre-alley. In this set of on-guard pre-alley, I decided not to move because the fencer was finding it very difficult to make the decision of the attack. However, repeat this exercise later on with movement both on my body and my attempt to take parries. Working on the indirect ripostes, once again the guard must come forward after the parry and not the blade. After my attack, I recover, taking various parries options, whatever I want. The fencer has to deceive and hit. I find it quite interesting that the remise action in all weapons, be it sabre, foil or épée, is such an effective action. As the coach, I take the parry, pause momentarily, allowing the remise to occur, and then I execute my riposte. This is a really good remise action, but requires very, very fast hands. The remise can be done immediately, or you can come back with a point in line and catch the fencer off with the remise as they're coming forward. As the coach, I take the parry, pause, and then come forward with the elbow showing. Another advantage of the point in line recovery is when your opponent has taken a parry and is making a compound riposte. As he's coming forward, you retake the priority as you would do in foil and make the cut. By recovering with your point in line, you can either make a remise immediately, depending on your opponent, or you can retake priority and finally allow the attack to come from your opponent and make the parry-riposte. Starting the actions from an on-guard prey ally. It's open eyes in that the fencer has to look to see what I'm doing in order to take a remise immediately, or come back point in line, retake priority, or come back point in line and take a final parry-riposte. The fencer must also look at the opponent's body. Is the opponent staying back? Is he pausing on the parry? Or are they coming forward quickly? Then you can make the correct decision.
Every time look for a remise. Then you get picture in a straight path. Okay, opponent जो fast है ना, fast वापस आना चाहिए. तो मैं इसका क्या किया जितना fast नहीं. Okay, हाले, up, okay, हाले, up, okay, हाले, up, okay, हाले, up. That's it. Great. Got it. Up. Select. Great. Got it. Up. Got it. Up. You have the defense position wrong there. Great.
This is a difficult exercise, but I think it's a very, very good way of making an aggressive defense rather than a passive defense. If your attack fails, don't just come back. Look for something. How else can you make that point? Do something.